Come on. Come on down, baby. Yeah. You want to be in this video? Hey guys, Scott here, Scotty's Animals. Good morning. We are just starting our day. Don't fly away. Come here. Face the camera. We're just starting our day, and I thought, what a great opportunity to talk about the different kinds of bedding, and not just their merits, but actually show you what it takes to clean and maintain cages with different types of bedding. What? Relax. Look, BB. This is one of my Joshua Tree jade necklaces that I made to help raise funds for the guinea pig sanctuary. Now, they've gone through a lot in the past couple years, and they're just settling into their new rescue home. And so I really hope you guys will join me and help me support the guinea pig sanctuary. These are some of the best pieces of jade, and there's still some left. So I collected these from an old mine right outside of Joshua Tree National Park. So these are completely legal to take because it's not inside the monument, but it's part of a legacy of an old jade mine. And I have a video about hunting for jade. So if you're interested, I'll put that video link right up here in the information cards as well. So let's get cleaning. Come on, let's go. You gonna help me clean today? Remember, I have a soft beak. You have a hard beak, but I have a soft beak. Oh, BB, I love you. You're so sweet in the morning. I like to put smaller fleece pads where I know there's going to be the most peeing and pooping, and then I can replace those and I don't have to replace the whole thing. I guess I didn't have any smaller fleece pads with this one, but you can see how gross and how crazy it can be. Some people have had success with a box, like a separate tray or a litter box filled with hay, but my piggies tend to go everywhere. I do have this one little pad, and this one absorbs a lot of the pee. But now I gotta throw this one in the wash. I just roll it up to keep all the poops and all the hay inside here. And then I do the best I can to shake it out. If you keep it in like a little cylindrical tube, then it doesn't go everywhere. But you can see there's still a lot on here, so I take it outside and I shake it out. So the thing about fleece is you got to do a lot of laundry. And you got to use the free and clear, because you don't want any dyes or perfumes in it. You don't need it, and it's not good for your piggies or the fleece. If you only have a couple piggies, and only 1 or 2 cages to clean, it would be so much better if the wind was blowing in a direction. But I have so many piggies in so many different cages that it can be really tedious and very time consuming. I'm doing multiple loads of laundry every day, and it seems like as soon as I am done one load, it seems like I'm out of fleece and I have to wash again. No matter how much fleece I get, it just seems like I never have enough fleece, and I always need to do a load of laundry every day. Doing a bunch of loads of laundry every day might not even be possible. When I used to live in a small apartment, I would rinse out the fleece before I put it in the community washing machines because they were so disgusting, and that was even more time consuming. Now don't get me wrong, fleece is very comfortable for piggies, and if you can keep it clean, then it's a really great option. But you'll find that these smaller pads, and if you don't use them, your larger fleece pad, it's going to get soaked with urine in less than 24 hours. And for the small pads that I put in the hideys, if you have two piggies sharing a hidey and peeing and pooping all night, in the morning it might be completely saturated with pee. And then, you know, you add the poops getting stuck to it, and it can be a serious chore. You're so sweet. You're so sweet, Pippi. Hey, give me some love. Here you go. This is why I love the snack shack. People say, oh, but they chew on it. Not if it's full of hay. They can climb up and stretch their backs. I'll put a link in the description for it. If you click on that link, it really helps the channel. Helps the piggies. Right, Pippi? But look at this. Look at how nice a fleece cage can look. Definitely can look nice. And hey, what kind of fleece pads do you guys like? This is a Guinea Dad fleece pad, and this is a homemade one by Valerie. What do you guys think? Let's talk about it in the comments. Yes, we have to talk over the swamp cooler, but look at how funky and gross there is, believe it or not, underneath all this hay, because my piggies are hay wasters. There is pine shavings under here, but after about a week, you can't even tell. But one thing about the pine shavings in general is the top stays dry and the moisture goes down to the bottom, and you only have to clean it about once a week. If you wait longer than once a week with pine shavings, it's going to get pretty stinky. But that gives you a whole lot more time. So you might think that changing the dirty pine shavings is a little bit grosser than the fleece, but I'm not so sure. And you only have to do it once a week.
And you might want to wear gloves. Usually I do.
If you have a room full of piggies, these can be some substantial chores. But if you only have one cage to clean, then regardless of what you choose, it's going to be a breeze. That's why when people brag to me that they have so many piggies, I don't get it. I'm not impressed by someone who says that they've got 100 guinea pigs in their house or whatever. I have these piggies because I have all these piggies because they didn't have a place to go, and I became attached to a lot of them. But my fosters down here, they're trying to find new homes. But when you have boy guinea pigs, a lot of times you'll have a fight or a falling out, and either those piggies end up living alone, or you eventually are able to bond them with another piggy. And for that reason, people who keep boys, a lot of times their cages expand. If you have girls, the chances of them fighting are a lot less, and you can just expand the cage that you have. If you keep girls, then the fighting is usually a lot less, and you can just expand the cage that you have, and you're still really only cleaning one cage, even if it's a really big one.
To make it easier on these piggies, I usually clean half the cage, put them in it, and then I replace the shavings, and I clean the other half.
Usually I recommend kiln-dried pine shavings, but in a pinch, any animal bedding that is made from pine or not cedar should be fine. But I prefer the kiln-dried because you know that it doesn't have the oils and it's usually got less dust. But this is probably just fine, especially if you're going to only use it once or twice while you're still trying to find a good kiln-dried brand. The kind that they sell at the rescue is kiln-dried, and it's called Eco Flake, but you really don't want to try to find bedding online because it's really heavy and it's not something that you're gonna want to ship to you. And if you look at a place like Tractor Supply or feed stores or regular pet stores or even Walmart, they have pine shavings. One time at the rescue, this lady asked me about pine shavings, and she said, oh, they're totally disgusting, and I can't keep it clean for more than a day. And I said, really? Pine shavings should last about a week between changes. And she's like, no, every day it's disgusting. And I'm like, well, how much pine shavings are you using? And she was like, oh, you know, like this. It's like, no. It's got to be a nice layer, packed down at least, 2-3 inches at least. And then you'll find that the moisture wicks down to the bottom, the top stays dry and fresh, and the pine, there is a little bit of a scent which keeps your piggies smelling fresh and dry. A little bit more. Another tip that I like to give is to take a spray bottle and mist just a little bit over the dust, and you'll find that any dust that's in the air or on the surface, it will help to kind of pat it down. So just a little bit. If you live in a humid climate, it might not be something that works for you, but it's really dry here, and misting it like that doesn't wet the pine shavings, and even if it did make them a little bit damp, it's so dry that they would dry very quickly. Okay, come on over, boys. Come on. And that's another thing to think about is if you use pine shavings, you're going to need trash bags, and you'll probably go through, depending on how many cages you have, at least 1 or 2 trash bags a week. So that's another cost and another thing to think about. And if you're feeling really tired, but you still have cages to clean, maybe a cup of coffee is all you need. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. I think I'm going to make some iced coffee. Thanks for the mug, Shauna. That's nice. You don't need to go to Starbucks. Okay, nice and fresh and clean. And it should stay this way for about 5 minutes. Oh, there's poop. Is that your poop, Tommy? Hi, Cheech. Hi, Cheech. Nate, we're gonna clean your fleece tomorrow. We just cleaned it yesterday. But that's the way it is. You too, Gary. You have made a mess. Hi, Dicey. You chillin'? Don't be upset with me. So if you hate doing laundry, then Fleece is probably not for you because you're going to be doing a lot of laundry. But I think if you only have a pair of piggies, you know, if you don't have a room full of Fosters, then it's not going to be that bad. And I think it's worth it. Right, isn't it true that when you're caring for your loved ones, it doesn't feel like work as much as some of the other things? At least in my opinion. If I know that I'm doing it because I really care about these guys and I want them to have a good home and I want them to have a good life, and when when you get to know your piggies and you get to know their personalities really well, it's like they're your buddies. And what wouldn't you do for your friends? How you feeling, Mike? It's almost time for your eardrops. He's hanging in there, but he's still very sensitive on both his ears and seemingly his eye. But he's got a follow-up appointment coming up soon. I know, bud. We're doing the best we can. I know. What, Dice? Okay, good night, Mikey. What do you say, Bill? What do you think about the fleece? Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad. Oh. What? What did I do? Why is everybody mad at me? Are you mad at me, Pipsqueak? Come here. Hup. You don't want to? Whew. Well, it is hard work. No matter what kind of bedding you choose, guinea pigs are going to be hard work. Now remember, you can't just have one guinea pig, and you definitely can't have them living in one of those crappy small pet store cages. Guinea pigs are not starter pets, no matter what they say at the pet store. Hopefully, before you've bought a piggy from the pet store, you found my channel and now you've figured out the right way, the best way to care for your piggies. And I hope that this has been informative, because I really get these questions a lot. What's the best kind of bedding? And it's really up to you and what you are capable of doing. But I think that the hard work is worth it, because... Come here, BB. Come here. Come here, BB. Yeah. But I think that the hard work is worth it, because guinea pigs are really sweet, and it's wonderful to spend your time with them, to share a home with them, and just to see what kind of fun antics they get into. Right, BB? We love our boys. We love our boys, don't we? Yes, and I love you too. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.